Being 17, I'd go to hang out with my friends. No responsibilities. Work part-time. Chasing girls. Just the little things that teenagers do. It's just driving around and have fun.
The night of August 19, 2000 started out like many others for three teens in Pasco County, Florida. They were cruising around high in Michael Moran's black 1999 Honda Prelude.
We're thrill seekers, you know, to see how far we could go with it. And I guess we wanted to be noticed, you know, acting weird. It was really stupid on our behalves.
The teens were having computer duster, something they had done many times before.
I remember us passing it around multiple times, and I remember swerving in the road, just trying to be, you know, fun. I thought it was fun. And I remember us passing around and I was swerving in the road. I remember taking a left, and that was it. And it was over. And then next thing I know, I wake up in the hospital.
There had been a crash.
60 to 21.
According to the accident report, Moran blacked out with his foot on the accelerator. The car crossed a median and hit a Buick, killing 3 people inside.
Dreams are gone, you know, for what you want for your son.
His whole future was going to be different based on that Saturday night decision. How much he'd done it before the accident, I don't know, but to make that decision, and he was behind the wheel of a car, changed his whole future.
Raymond Michael Moran was charged with 3 counts of vehicular manslaughter. It devastated his parents.
And for me, first it was a broken heart. I couldn't picture, you know, what the accusation was. I couldn't see Michael doing anything like that. You know, I couldn't see him. Why would he, on God's good earth, why would he ever decide to try to huff something like that and not know what in the world it can do to you? You know, I thought more of him than that. I didn't think he would stoop to a level like that. I didn't think he would make that type of a decision at all.
The initial court hearings were almost unbearable, dealing with the hate the victims' families felt for Michael.
They were angry and they were hurt and they hated him and they hated us because they were hurt, you know, and it wasn't anything that we could even come close to fixing. You know, we couldn't fix it for him, we couldn't fix it for them. You know, no matter how much you wanted to, you couldn't make it better.
To make it easier for the victims' families, Moran pleaded no contest to the charges and went back to court for a sentencing hearing.
I decided not to go to trial because if I was going to go to trial, I'd have to say not guilty. And not guilty was out of options because I knew that if I said not guilty, that would hurt them more. I was a guy who was behind the wheel. I was a guy who hit their car. So I was the guy who was going to have to pay the price. If I would have said not guilty, then I would have took no responsibility. It would have showed no maturity on my behalf. It would have pretty much their families' lives would have been lost for no reason.
A judge sentenced Moran to 9 years in prison, followed by 12 years probation. He could have faced much more time behind bars.
I don't look at that as like a hard sentence. I can't. 3 people lost their lives. You know, life could be 100 years. I'm grateful. I'm grateful that I have a chance again, even if it was 20 years. I'm grateful that I have an opportunity to live and breathe.
But some of the physical injuries Moran sustained in the crash have not healed, and they never will.
The scars that I got on my face are sacred to me. They're reminders. They're something that I can look at in the mirror and be reminded of what I'm trying to accomplish in my life. It's also a reminder every day I look in the mirror of those people that lost their lives. It's to keep them in my thoughts every day. And I'm glad that it's there. And I'd never give it up. I would never even consider removing that scar from my face. It's part of my life.
Michael Moran is now 25, and in less than 2 years he is scheduled to get out of prison and will have to figure out what to do next.
I went from opportunities to change my life. You know, I had everybody looking forward to my future besides myself. They wanted to see me do good. I went from having that chance at a young age to losing everything. And I put my whole life on hold because I made a stupid choice. And I took 3 people's lives, and I owe it. I owe a lot to those families and to those people that passed away. My whole life's on pause. And it will be on pause for a long time.